Hello everyone, welcome to our Impact Agri-Food Tech Demo Day. Thank you all for joining us today and for your interest in those amazing companies. I'm Etienne Gillard, Head of Ventures at Manatech, and today I will be your host. We have been selecting companies out of the portfolio of amazing 43 funds in Latin America, and we have been working with them. And all of them are in the agri-food tech space. Before that, I would like to give the floor to my friend Charlie Esnal, Managing Director at Manatech.
Okay, thank you, Etienne. And what I wanted to do is share a little bit about Manatech and what we're doing. Our mission here is to empower international entrepreneurs, making connections that make a difference for them. And we've recognized the untapped talent and drive that exists in Latin America, but also in other international markets. And we also know that there's a lack of support structure for these game changers. Miami has been growing as a tech ecosystem. It's been fueled by the influx of entrepreneurs, investors from San Francisco, New York, especially accelerated through the pandemic. And what we aim is to transform Miami into a global hub by connecting international communities to the city. Our mission is inspired by Moishe Mana, who's a visionary entrepreneur who has shaped Miami into a thriving cultural and business center. Over the past 15 years, he's been investing and transforming neighborhoods like Wynwood, for example, where he was bringing artists, concerts, businesses to the area. And his big vision is to unite the Americas, to form a 1.1 billion people economy. And he has set out to build a trade hub here in Flagler District for this purpose, where we'll already have about 80 properties that are ready for this. So. And at Manatech, in particular, we're working towards creating the ultimate entrepreneurship hub for international founders. And we work this with 4 initiatives that we focus on. One is spaces, which are the physical locations for the ecosystem. Programs, which are educational and acceleration programs for startup founders. We've been doing this for over 4 years, work with over 200 startups in their US market entry or US investor readiness. We also have events because we have a venue for over 10,000 people to host innovative events, and our Ventures initiative, which is really to foster collaboration within the investor community. And that's what brought us here today. So we're particularly excited about this demo day, which is the combination of 8 months of collaboration with Managro, that is our division that invests in the agricultural sector in Latin America. And we've worked with over 40 VCs in LATAM to showcase talent, bridge these connections, and really to attract more investment to the region. So what we want is to empower these game changers to have a greater impact in the world. So investors, we rely on your support to uplift these founders, to support them because they've been working for the past 3 months really hard to showcase their potential, and they only have 4 minutes to show for that. So let's join forces and make an impact in this world together.
Thank you, Charlie. It was great. Now, we would like to thank you, our sponsors, Delay Piper and Microsoft. And actually, we have a message for you from Delay Piper. So first of all, we would like to thank Stonks. It's an amazing platform. You will see it's super easy to use. Get used to it. Play around with it right now. You will see that you can have access to all the companies that we have been selecting that are going to present. You can have access to the information of each of them, and also you can ask to an introduction to them. And then hopefully few of them some of you will start a due diligence process. And we are really grateful of your support to be here today with us. Super exciting for you to discover those companies. All of them will have 4 to 5 minute presentation. And remember, really I insist on this. You can ask an introduction to each of them every time you think it's a good one for your investment thesis. Please welcome Eduardo Novillo, CEO at AgroToken. It's a tokenization platform that uses blockchain technology to create stablecoins backed by tangible underlying assets, focusing to agriculture commodities.
Hi, my name is Eduardo Novillo Estrada. I'm the co-founder and CEO of AgroToken. We are the first global tokenization infrastructure for commodities in the world. The agriculture hasn't changed for more than 100 years, and it's outdated and centralized. Grain handlers, farmers, lenders, merchants, they've been operating between them in a very inefficient and bureaucratic way. And people like you and me, individuals, we cannot buy commodities. The farmers, they have limited liquidity and financial alternatives. They are paid 5 or 7 days after they have the grain delivered. The grain handlers, they don't have any data about the customers. The lenders, they have limited access and knowledge of agricultural markets and players. The merchants, they lack of financing tools to offer to their clients, and they cannot accept grain as payment. Industries interchange. You could take a cab before Uber, but now it's more efficient, transparent, and reliable. Circle. You could do transactions before USDC, but now it's faster, borderless, and for a fraction of the cost. Spotify, you could listen to music before, but now by just paying a small subscription fee, you can listen all the music that you want. AgroToken updates the industry to its full potential through the friction, interconnection, and transparency. Farmers use their grain as their currency. 20% of the payments in agribusiness are done by barter in Brazil, US, and Argentina, the preferred way of the farmers. By digitalizing grains or tokenizing, we connect the whole ecosystem like never before, speeding up transactions, improving liquidity, and redistributing risk and wealth. We connect better the players that already are in the ecosystem, and we bring a lot more players to the agribusiness that will make more efficient and better for the farmers. By creating fungible tokens backed by real assets and connecting them to all the financial pipelines, we cover all the needs. Building from CeFi, DeFi to regenerative finance. By this way, with our tokens, will encourage sustainable practices for the farmers, because they will have a way to monetize that, and that will make a more greener and better world. AgroToken focus in 3 crops in 3 countries: soybeans, corn, wheat, in Brazil, US, and Argentina. 70% of the production of these 3 commodities is in these 3 countries. We have an addressable market of $2.5 trillion and a serviceable technical market of $300 billion. We aim to have 12% of that market. We started in March of 2021. We did our first tokenization in September of that year. We did our first transactions with our tokens. And in December of 2021, we raised our seed round of $5.5 million. We then did an agreement with Banco Santander where they accepted our group tokens as collateral for loans for the farmers. Then we signed a deal with Visa where they advanced us $4 million. And so that gives the opportunity for farmers to pay with a Visa card with a grain anywhere in the world in 100 million merchants around the world. We did more than 200,000 tons tokenized that represents more than $100 million, and 50% of that was transacted. We have more than 200 merchants onboarded, and we have more than 3,000 farmers active, and more than 40 grain handlers working with us. Our industry transformation went through step one, understanding the problems faced by the industry and interconnect key players via agro tokens. We are in phase two for the fully adoption of our solution, and we are going to step three, that is the decentralization of the industry. We monetize through charging small fees in high volume transactions, and we have a very experienced team in the agribusiness and in the IT business. We have world-class partners, and we are multi-chain. We are in Algorand, Polygon, and Ethereum. And thank you. Please come and join us in the future of commodities market.
Thank you, Eduardo, and great job for being the first to jump to the swimming pool. Now we are going to have another CEO called Christian from Agro-Urbana.
Hi, my name is Christian Heiren. I am the co-founder and CEO of Agri-Urbana. We are a new generation of farmers. We are rethinking agriculture and taking it to our farms. What drives us is the challenge to increase food supply using less resources such as land, water, and agrochemicals, and still have products that speak to the market demands. Agri-Urbana is the first vertical farming company in Latin America. Since 2018, we have been demonstrating that vertical farming is a viable solution, even in the most competitive markets. By tying advanced LED lighting, climate system, sensors, and automation with multi-layer hydroponic solution, we can grow using the 3 dimensions and isolating our products from the volatility coming from climate, droughts, pests, and other vectors. We aim to bring large-scale agriculture to large cities. Today, we're capable to grow and distribute our vegetables using 99% less land, 98% less water, 80% less CO2 emissions from transportation, and all of this with zero pesticide use. If we look at the impact metrics, our vertical farming Santiago is transformational compared to traditional organic agriculture. Recent distress in the vertical farming space proves our technology agnostic approach right. We are growers, we are producers, we operate vertical farms, hence we are obsessed with product quality and operational profitability. We do not sell our proprietary technology, which is part of our competitive advantage. We understand and love technology. Carmelo OS, our proprietary control system, allow us to integrate and operate different hardware to achieve our goals. This will allow us to continue to drive down unit cost without compromising quality, consistency, or resiliency. We know how to design, build, and operate high yield, low CapEx and OpEx vertical farming assets relative to other players. The fresh produce market in Latin America accounts for $57 million. The immediate addressable market, given our focus on leafy greens, is $8 billion. Our target is the 7 largest metropolitan areas, which concentrate 25% of the market value. We are targeting 5% market share. Our products speak to market trends on quality, convenience, health, and sustainability. Vertical farming solves most, if not all, market pain points. We are convinced that vertical farming brings a new category to market, and we are building a brand that speaks to it. We have a pool of diverse recurrent customers. Food service is the most relevant challenge. Our produce is in the menu of more than 100 restaurants, diners, and food-on-the-go stores, including multinational Aramark and Lagardère. We also sell our own label through regional leading supermarket Jumbo and Walmart, and directly to households through a monthly subscription plan. This year, we commissioned a new facility, increasing our output from 2,500 to 10,000 pounds per month. In 3 months, we hit production wall, and we are sold out again. We need additional capacity to keep our growth pace. My partner and I were part of Chile's power market transformation from a country relying on fossil fuels to one that today relies on renewable energy. Solar Chile, my first startup founded in 2010, got acquired by multinational First Solar 3 years later. We see a comparable opportunity in vertical farming. We are applying the same mindset, the right talent, and laser focus on unit economics. We are a team of 25 people with more than 130 years of experience in plant science, engineering, business development, marketing, software development, and construction to provide for strong fundamentals to keep long-term growth. We have lined out a three-phase growth plan. We completed the pilot and validation phase at the end of 2022 and now moved into our growth phase, successfully commissioning our first industrial-scale vertical farm. In the next 2 years, we will continue to grow our capacity in Chile to consolidate us as the leading vertical farming operator and a relevant market player, to then export the model globally. To date, we have raised $5.5 million led by Chilean venture capital funds, Chile Global Ventures, and Kayak Ventures. We are currently seeking a bridge round pre-Series B for $5 million through a safe convertible note. The funds will ensure the necessary resources to scale up production capacity to break even. The scale will allow to further improve our unit economics, grow our sales, marketing, and R&D capabilities, and set the ground for global expansion. Thank you for your interest in what we're doing at Agri-Food to transform agriculture.
Thank you, Christian. Great job also. Please remember that anytime you can select intro and get in touch with all those amazing companies. And now we have another Christian. This time is from Food for Future, the CEO of the company.
Hello, I'm Christian Emhart. I'm CEO and co-founder of Food for Future. At F4F, we produce insect protein from organic waste. We are a purpose-driven company since our foundation, and our purpose is to transform the food crisis, regenerating nature. We are under a climate emergency and food crisis. Food waste is one of the main causes of climate change, and we need to produce more food, but with limited and scarce natural resources. So where have we found a solution? Using the black soldier fly as an alternative protein source. We got inspired by nature and found in this amazing fly a world-class solution. With its power to eat organic waste, 1 kilogram of black soldier fly eggs can transform 20 tons of food waste into 1.5 tons of insect protein that can be fed to animals as a protein source. So we developed a technology around this amazing organism. We started offering a circular protein service, which includes organic waste collection from supermarkets and the agro-industry that we feed to our larvae and produce insect meal, which can be used as an ingredient to produce all sorts of products like salmon, eggs, and pet food. And the best of all is that our process generates a positive impact towards climate change. Because by only using organic waste as an input, we avoid methane emissions and produce a product 20 times more efficient than fish meal and soy. The insect industry is growing globally, and we at F4F are leading its way in Latin America. We are located in Talca, in Chile, and we have the largest facility of insect production in Latin America. Our competitive advantages include, first, the market size in Chile, second, our approved license to operate, third, the fact that we receive a revenue for organic waste collection, and fourth, the long and solid commercial relationships with local clients. Our market is $18 billion for animal feed, $1 billion for gardens and agriculture for our fertilizer, and $1 billion for waste management services. In terms of commercial traction, we have secure revenue for the coming 18 months, totaling $5 million, 30% of it being come from our byproducts such as oil, fries, and waste management services, and the rest from the largest players in the salmon industry. We are also reaching end consumer with our brand, as we are developing some co-branded products in collaboration with our impact partners. We have a diverse and skillful team with more than 100 years of experience, led by myself, with more than 15 years of experience in circular economy business. Related to our ramp-up, we have Bram Dormans with more than 10 years of experience in raising black soldier fly, and Claudio Vulcan with more than 25 years of experience in engineering solutions for the forestry and agriculture sector. We also have a very strong board of directors and high-level advisors, some of them very well known in Chile. Our company was founded in 2014, and 9 years after, we are aiming for operational break-even and exponential growth. We have the know-how and the formula on how to scale, and we have a scale-up pipeline up to 16,000 tons of insect meal per year and more than $60 million in revenue in 5 years. To date, we have raised more than $9 million, and we're currently looking to raise another $10 million. With this, we aim to achieve the following 3 main targets. First, 5 times increase in production from current capacity up to 2,250 tons per year. Second, to develop and prepare a scale-up pipeline up to 16,000 tons of insect meal per year. And third, R&D to improve efficiencies and product applications, and also to implement our IP strategy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian. It was amazing too. Please let me introduce you now to Mario Bustamante, CEO of Instacrops.
Hi everyone, my name is Mario Bustamante. I'm the CEO and founder of Instacrops, and today I'm going to tell you how we are helping farmers maximize their crop yield. I think you may know that too many countries are drying, and we also have serious problem with the prices, increasing prices of the fertilizers due to this Ukrainian and Russian war, which means that we have a serious problem with the food security, which is in risk. So in Instacrops, we're on a mission. We want to help farmers produce more with less by optimizing the water and fertilizer, among other things. So regarding to the market opportunity, we have almost 6 billion hectares worldwide, which means a global market of more than 220 billions. But today we are focusing on Latin American market, so Mexico and Chile, which is our focus. We have 1.1 billion. So how we are doing this? We built the first virtual crop advisor, which means that we gather data source from sensors, satellites, and drones, and we provide real-time insights by these all-in-one farm management platforms regarding to the climate monitoring, precision irrigation and fertilizer uses, water management, and also predictive risk analysis and reporting. The key benefits of using Instacrops is that we have been saving a lot of water, 30% on average, and also increasing yields in 12%, with 20% plus in energy savings. So we have very good traction numbers. We have been growing 2x year over year, and we have more than 1,200 annual subscriptions. And also we hit 1.45 million in revenue in 2022. We raised 5.5 million so far, but this is one I like most. We saved more than 60 billion liters of water in irrigation so far. We have a tremendous team, more than 15 years of experience doing agribusiness in one side, and the other side high-skilled people with PhD in complex systems, machine learning engineers, and also computer vision applied to agriculture. With a very high-level business model, we are making innovation in that way, because we developed the precision agriculture as a service business model, which means that if you are a farmer, you only need to pay an annual subscription fee per hectare per year, with very good positive economics. In this 3-year contract, we have on average more than 70% of gross margin in a B2B SaaS business model. So this is how our numbers looks like. We have 2x growing, and we want to hit the 10 million in ARR in 2025. We are backed by the best investors in space. SVG Ventures is the #1 agtech investor worldwide, based in Silicon Valley. We also entered the Y Combinator program in the summer 21 batch as the #1 agtech entering this program from Latin America. And also we secure funds with SQM, which is the largest natural fertilizer producer worldwide, and with investors like James Park, which is the CEO and founder of Fitbit, and Genesis Ventures and Chile Global Ventures, so it's Latin American VCs. So we are seeking to raise 10 million. We want to improve the farmer's life 5,000 by 2025. And also we want to hit 6 million in ARR and also entering in the US market. We have a very good plan starting this second semester. We all know that the sustainable farming is the future. That is the main reason that we create Instagrams. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario. Great job. Now we have the CEO of No Moo, Marcelo Don.
Hi, my name is Marcelo Don, CRO and co-founder of No Moo Plant-Based. We started the company out of a real-world necessity. My wife is lactose intolerant. I was in New York studying culinary arts and learning a lot of molecular gastronomy. Back then she couldn't taste many of the dishes that I used to cook. And one day I thought, why not combine molecular gastronomy with the science of dairy? So I decided to study dairy and starting to craft my own cheese from scratch, making it vegan, plant-based, but with real dairy science, culturing the non-dairy cheese. So after making my very first plant-based cultured cheese, my wife loved it, and then I started to invite friends, vegan friends, to eat with us, and they said, wow, this is amazing, can you sell it? And once I decided to sell the first piece of cheese, friends of friends started buying, people that I have never ever met before. Even a vegan restaurant in New York started to want to buy cheese from us. And my wife said, I think we might have a business. And we decided to come back to Rio de Janeiro, our hometown in Brazil, and starting our plant. We've grown very, very fast. We've been growing 3 digits a year since then. Our very first plant was very small, and we had a good but still problem, which is we used to sell a lot more than our capability of delivering. So in 21, we started doing a roadshow, and we closed a deal with Lever VC, our US partner, and DXA Investment, our Brazilian partner. And we got $2 million for our seed round, which allowed us to buy a bigger plant and take care of the structure of the company, commercial-wise and marketing-wise. So we've been growing in a steady pace. We produce around 35 tons of final products per month, which is more than 100% in comparison to year to date with last year. In terms of SKUs, we got 22 SKUs. From regular cheese, grated cheese, sliced mozzarella, our new launching, which is the oat milk. So now we are in all the milk regions, we're present in every milk consumption of our clients. And in Brazil, with 85% million people lactose intolerant, we got a big share of the market. So even in Carrefour, which is a big supermarket chain, we own 72% of the lactose-free shelf, which states our case and proves that our market is way bigger than the niche we thought before. For this round, we seek $2.5 million to expand our company to soft landing in the US. We want to do a very soft landing starting with around 400k USD. So we will find a co-packer, starting manufacture our cheese and getting the orders little by little and doing it very responsible in the East Coast, preferably starting in Miami and then expanding to other states in the East Coast. As in Brazil, we use most of the money to make our business stronger here. We will use part of the money for marketing, branding, commercial, and now we are in about 3,024 point of sales. Our goal for this very year is to go to 5,000 point of sales, and we've been escalating very fast the number of point of sales. So that being said, I hope you like our pitch, and let us know. Thank you so much.
Great job too, Marcelo. Thank you very much. Now we have the CEO of Nutrico, Carlos Noceda.
Hi, I am Carlos Noceda, founder and president at Nutrico. And maybe this is going to sound really crazy, but we're creating a new food industry era. So, well, we start all of this because we have seen so many challenges across the food industry like sustainability, obesity, malnutrition, among many others. But the biggest challenge that we're seeing right now is that if you want to eat a healthy product, you have to pay at least 2 times more than an unhealthy one. And it doesn't have any sense because for that reason, more than 4 billion people around the world can't afford healthy products due to high prices, even when more than 60% of them really wants to eat healthier, or even worse, they need to eat healthier. So in order to change this reality, we need to give to the people healthy alternative at low cost. And that's what we're doing at Nutrico. We're a food tech company that uses data science and food algorithms to create and launch faster than the others in record time a new generation of products that are nutritive, sustainable, and beyond everything, affordable products. So with this, we're in front of an awesome opportunity. On 2022, the health and wellness food product market was valued in more than $800 billion and is going to be worth in more than $1 trillion in the next few years. And we have a very clear plan to obtain a small part of this huge market by 2029. And that is because we're not only dreaming, we're having awesome traction. This year, we're going to generate more than $2.5 million in revenue. We're in 7 different product categories. We're only selling our products in 1,000 points of sales, and that put us in front of a huge opportunity. And we have accomplished all of this with only $1.7 million in funding up to this date. So maybe you're thinking how we can accomplish all of this. Well, that is because we have created Virgilio. Virgilio is our food engineer algorithm that is the brain behind all the creation process of every single Nutri product that we take to the market. One of the main reasons that we're having so many challenges across the food industry is that the biggest food companies around the world that have more than 90% of the food consumption globally take at least 24 to 48 months to create and launch a new product to the market. In Nutrico, we can do the same thing in only 4 months, making us at least 6 times faster, and that is because we have a huge and awesome technology. And Virgilio works in a very simple way. At first, you have to start to ask to him in which product category you want to start a creation. If you want a quinoa cookie, an energy bar, a cereal, anything that you want. Then you have to add dietary and nutritional restrictions. Dietary means if you want your product to be plant-based, gluten-free, sugar-free, and nutritional means ranges of maximum or minimum of macronutrients like proteins, carbs, sodium, saturated fat, among many others. And after that, Virgilio is going to start to search in their own database the best combination to create the best cost-effective formula in only minutes that accomplish these restrictions that you had in the step before. And with that, we have an ultra-scalable business model, because at first, we use our technology to create food product formulas of the new Nutri products in only minutes. Then, we search for third-party plants to produce that product with our own brand. We have the Nutri product, and we take that Nutri product to the market by modern or digital channels. And this also gives us some awesome advantages. Because we're not only nutritive, we are also affordable to change the reality that you have seen in this presentation. Because for us, it doesn't have any sense to create sustainable or nutritive products that only 3% of the global population could buy, because we're not generating impact with that. And we're working very hard to accomplish that. And finally, we're having some results in the impact phase of Nutrico. Nowadays, we impact directly with 4 of the 17 SDGs of the United Nations, and we are just warming up. So, well, telling you a little bit more about us, we started our company, Daniel and I were friends since high school, and both together we have more than 15 years of experience in the food industry. And nowadays we're not lonely anymore. We have awesome investors, as you can see here, that are supporting and helping us to take Nutrico to the next stage. So to accomplish our next plans, we are raising $5 million in this Series A via SAFE, and it could be awesome if you can join us in this journey, because together we can take Nutrico to be one of the food industry game changers. So I hope to see you soon. That's Nutrico, and thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Carlos. Very good job. Now we have Barbara, CEO at Ponta.
Hello, my name is Barbara and I'm the CEO of Ponta. We specialize in developing, producing and selling software and hardware solutions that empower ranchers to enhance their profitability and sustainability in their businesses. Despite the notable surge in productivity in livestock production, the profit margin for ranchers is diminishing, and this business has been generating an increasing environmental impact over the years, rendering it progressively unsustainable. Our solutions allow producers to make a better genetic selection of their animals, control and reduce expenses related to nutrition, identify sick animals that may lower weight gain, and decrease methane gas emissions into the atmosphere. In Brazil, we are widely recognized in the market. We have the largest market share among feedlot software solutions and hold patents for the hardware that aids in animal genetic selection. We are present in major livestock projects in Brazil and Latin America. Our software operates the largest animal behavior database. Our clients improve animal nutrition efficiency, reducing losses in the feeding process by 30 percentage points. This gain represents a minimum 5-fold return on the amount invested in our solutions. Our churn rate, which has been less than 1% over the past 5 years, proves the loyalty and satisfaction of our customers. Our revenue for the last 12 months was divided into 42% hardware sales, 41% software licenses, 14% maintenance services and training, and 1% hardware rentals. Our client portfolio includes companies throughout the entire meat chain: scientific research, genetic selection, commercial production, and slaughter. Some of them are the main players in the livestock market in Brazil and worldwide. Our team of directors carries expertise in animal production, veterinary medicine, business management, manufacturing, and intellectual property. While we have a significant market share, this is mainly in the entry solutions of our portfolio. We have the potential to expand cross-selling within our current customer base and increase revenue significantly. Our company has a growth plan that aims to multiply our sales revenue by 4.5 by 2027, when we intend to achieve a revenue of $17 million. We have already raised funds in 2019 and 2020, which supported the expansion of our customer base and the development of new products for the third and fourth steps of our customer journey. To accomplish our planned growth, we are currently seeking $2 million in our next investment round. This funding will be allocated towards expanding sales in pasture production, exploring cross-selling opportunities, investing in raw materials for hardware rentals, expanding sales in the international market, developing new products with a focus on sustainability, and cleaning up our cap table. Thank you for your time and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
Super cool, Barbara. Thank you so much. Now we have Sebastian, CEO at Safe Fruit.
Hello, my name is Sebastian. I am one of the founders at Safe Fruit. Before I tell you what we do and why we do it, I want you to think of your favorite fruit. Could be an avocado, a mango, which is my personal favorite, Or it could be a tomato if you like a little bit less sweet fruits. You got it? All right. So let me tell you why you're able to actually consume it. This fruit you like was once produced on a field, most likely far away. It was harvested, it was packaged, it traveled probably by land, then by sea, then by land again for you to be able to actually buy it from the supermarket. It's a long process. Each one of the food that we produce has to go through this process, long or short, for us to actually be able to eat. And to have this delicious meal, right? And this is something already by itself a problem. But what we don't actually think of is that for us to have this meal, there were a bunch that were wasted and lost all the way through the chain. It's actually 25% of it. We harvest, we package, we transport a whole bunch, and 25% of it still goes to waste. And not only it goes to waste, and that is harmful, but it's also polluting our air. It also pollutes our sea, our fresh water. It also produces contamination into our land. And even the problem is so big that there is not a single number that it's able to actually measure it. It is called $1 trillion problem, as that could mean something. So that is the reason that we exist. In SafeFruit, we develop water-based technologies to be able to extend the life of fruits 2.3 times more. And we do it by being residue-free, and we do it by being 100% natural. So besides of the actual 2.3 times, we are also able to increase the protection from diseases to the fruit that we treat. We are able to allow our customers to actually send their produce longer distances. We have clients that sell to Japan or China, Russia, different parts of the world. And we are able to enable the food industry players to have a more just industry and to have better and more sales. You are thinking probably, okay, this for fruits, it makes sense. Vegetables, okay, yeah, sure. But guess what? Our technology is capable of preserving not only fruits, vegetables, and grains, which might come easy for us, but everything that is or has been alive. So think about meat products, poultry, think about sea products, even think about flowers, if you may. We will have all these products by 2024. And there are a bunch of other companies out there doing the same thing, just slightly different. We are the most efficient in the market, having yields of 130% longer shelf life. We are 100% natural because we use the same nature to preserve the nature. And we are residue free. You could have one of those three. You can have two of those three if you're a competitor, but we have all three. Our customers love our technology. Actually, 90% of the ones that already have bought from us once are continuing to be our clients. Last year, we closed $2 million in sales. This year, we already have those 2 million, and it's only 5 months from the year, and the good season is about to start as we are in the Northern Hemisphere. So we are aiming to sell 8 million by the end of this year. Next year is going to be amazing as well. We are going to sell a little bit over $18 million. So that's why we're racing. We could actually do it by ourselves, but it would not be fast enough. So we are wanting $5 million for us to be able to research and develop faster all the products that I mentioned previously, for us to be able to go to market faster. We are fast, we can do it faster, and we know how to do it faster. And also we need to expand regionally to have both North Hemisphere, South Hemisphere stabilize the year, because that's something important to do, and at the end of the year also going to other geographies. Once again, thank you. My name is Sebastian Hernandez. I would love to take all your questions and you to join us in this journey to preserve our same world.
Thank you, Seb. Great job. Now we have Andre, CEO at The New.
Hello everyone, I'm Andrea, a farmer meat company executive and currently the CEO and partner of The New, an innovative plant-based meat company that operates in the premium tier of the Brazilian market. At The New, we pride ourselves on creating health and delicious products. Our blend of pea, lentil, and rice protein set us apart of our competitors, as it's gluten-free, allergen-free, soy-free, and made with natural ingredients only. Moreover, our products have the highest protein content in the market. The plant-based market is one of the fastest growing in the world, and the same in Brazil. We are here to provide a better alternative not only for consumers, but also for the environment. In these 4 years of production, we have saved over 3 billion liters of water compared to animal protein. With a diversified plant-based meat portfolio, we are well equipped to meet the demands of our customers. Not only do we outperform all other key competitors in the Brazilian market, but we also excel in terms of product quality and health benefits. We are happy to share that our burger has been recognized by a prestigious food institute as the best in the market. With our exceptional taste and quality, we have become a top-selling company in the chick plant-based market. Moreover, we are proud to announce that we have 100% market share in the plant-based fish segment in Brazil. What makes us special is our investment in our plant and R&D center, and we are one of the most innovative companies in Latin. This facility let us develop and perfect innovative and disruptive products. Over the years, we have consistently increased our revenue and made significant investments in building capabilities with the angel investment. Now, our focus is expanding our customer database and market reach. It's improve our distribution. By 2025, our goal is to achieve a turnover of $10 million through acquiring new customers and leveraging our innovation pipeline. To accomplish this, we are seeking to raise $4 million, which will enable us to multiply our customer base by 12 times and reach 100% utilization of our current production capacity. We have an intensive innovation pipeline that includes the launch of the first vegan and hypoallergenic shrimp, the first children's plant-based product in Brazil, the country's first barbecue line with meat, chicken, sausage, and kafta as well. In 2024, we will enter in the frozen ready meal, pizzas and lasagnas segment to further increase our margins. Join us on this exciting journey as we transform the plant-based meat industry in Brazil and Latin. Together, we can make a positive impact on people's health and the environment and the future of food. Are you ready? Welcome to The New.
Thank you, Andre. Great job. Remember, you can select intro and get in touch with all those companies. Now, we have Diego from Curate.
Hi folks, my name is Diego Jotter. I am Curate CEO and co-founder. Curate is in the business of verifying sustainable agriculture on a global scale. Agriculture represents 1/4 of greenhouse gases emissions and can also be a black box. So, in order to transform a conventional agriculture into climate-smart crops, we have built a platform that growers can engage with companies to create sustainable crop stories, verify them for real sustainability drivers' accomplishments at farm level, and share them on an immutable basis for companies to bring it forward to products, brands, and processes, effectively eliminating any greenwashing risk in the process of tracing those metrics to whom, how, where, and when. So a crop story is a blockchain recorded document that has all crops KPIs built in, the evidence of realization, and is endorsed by growers' electronic signature for immutability recording, so that companies can share that information in a robust manner. The product verifies the sustainability landscape of crop productions, records all crops activities and sustainability drivers with evidence built in, and showcase those through QR codes and BA dashboards so companies and growers can basically follow on the crop story's accomplishments and sustainability metrics achievements. We have companies spanning from input providers to CPGs and downstream companies sourcing sustainable crops from growers, and companies that are in the carbon space, tracing the quality of their carbon credits and basically financing growers on a more sustainable productions. We have more than 60 companies currently as corporate as customers. And basically our business model is that companies within the agricultural value chain engage us and pay us a per hectare fee for our services of engaging them with farmers, free users of the platform, to agree on a specific sustainable goals, traceability at farm level, and create crop stories that will accomplish those, to be shared with these companies, and in exchange, farmers receive commercial rewards and monetary incentives for sharing this information. Ever since inception in 2020, we have grown 10x in invoices and more than 15 times in customers, eyeing $1.2 million of revenues this year. Last year alone, we have traced 2.2 million acres of climate smart verified crops with more than 650 farmers users across 20 commodity crops, all the way from the US to Latin America and Australia. The market we trade is huge. Only in America, at the world level, there is a 21 billion traceable marketplace that in America alone represents roughly $10 million, concentrated into basically North America, Brazil and Argentina. And the rest of the world, Asia, represents the other half of the opportunity. We have already completed a round last month in which we were eyeing $4 million in raise, and we have oversubscribed it to $4.2 million. Our lead investors is one of the top US-based agricultural companies in the world, and we have still space to oversubscribe the round in $750,000 by June 30th at very good conditions. Our objective is to expend the money to achieve break-even next year in Q3, realize our $1.2 million of revenues this year, which we already have 2/3 in book value, and continue growing through key geographies of North America and Latin next years and beyond. We have a great team of blended capabilities in the agricultural business and IT area, and great investors from United States and Latin America in supporting us our growth so far. So we thank you for the opportunity, and we welcome you in helping us promote agricultural sustainability at a global stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Diego. It was amazing. And now the last one, Hugo from Vercor, the CEO.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo Verduño, co-founder and CEO of Vercor. Agriculture, agribusiness in Latin America, it's huge. It's a massive industry which employs more than 50 million people year after year. But it has a very deep root problem, informality. So this informality that exists in all the transactions in the agribusiness reflects into a disconnection and inefficiency between all the main players of the industry. So therefore, this is a huge challenge that doesn't allow farmers to keep growing year after year. So small and medium-sized farmers, more than 70% in Latin America cannot access to formal financing solutions. Now, today, it's impossible for farmers to not produce without financing. But how is it if they don't have access to financing, how they solve this problem? So basically the options that they have today, it's either formal, traditional financial institutions, which a process may take from 4 to 5 months, completely inefficient, and that with a rejection rate of over 90%. But mainly the most common and viable solution is just to go to informal credit that does not solve the problem. So that's why we created Vercor. Vercor digitizes all the agribusiness cash flows with our agro-designed credit. How it works is it is a very simple process for farmers, in which the farmers enter to a platform, they apply for a credit, we analyze it with a complete alternative approach. When we approve the credit, we give it in a balance for the farmers to buy with this balance in the platform all the agri inputs that they need: fertilizers, seeds, agrochemicals, everything. So this way the farmer can grow their crops, they can sell them, and then with the sale of the produce, pay back the credit. Bullet payment, and we're speaking here about 100% recurring, productive, and cashless credit for the industry. Reaching the farmers, it's complicated. We're speaking about a market which is which very low density, which is divided into many little places, communities in the region, and that's why we use the supply chains to reach the farmers. From one side, we partner with FMCG, CPG companies, companies that purchase all these products from the farmers for us to finance all their supply chain. And from the other side, we also partner with agri-input distributors, retailers of fertilizers, agrochemicals, seeds and stuff, so we can finance all their clients and finance all their purchases. And we are partnered with the main companies in the world when we speak about agribusiness. We've been keeping a constant growth year over year. We've been disbursing since inception 2021, when we started operations, $6.2 million in credit. We have a margin per credit, gross margin per credit of around above 7%, and a default rate of 1.76%, because our model, our credit was designed for mitigating the main risks that exist in the lending for agriculture. Sustainability is part of our business. We are not only transitioning farmers from informal to formal financing sources, but also, since we give the credit in inputs, we have leverage on farmers to start using organic products to shift from traditional practices to more sustainable way of working. We have a top-class team. We have experts, of course, in growth, in marketing, in tech, in finances, in agriculture, in the agtech industry, and we're also supported by top-tier, world-class investors, which have trusted Vercor to change the way agribusiness works in Latin America. Today, we're closing a $4 million round in equity, and we're raising $3.5 million in debt because we have very cool plans ahead of us, which includes transitioning into controlling the credit that we're providing to the farmers by automating all the processes in the back office, creating this analysis much more automated than we have today, to grow commercially and to start controlling all the at national scale the agribusiness lending in Mexico, and for funding the credit lines that we're going to be disbursing in the next few months. Thanks a lot. This is Vercor, and I'm very happy to be participating here at Manatech. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Hugo. It was super cool and amazing. We have now reached the end of our Impact Agri-Food Tech Demo Day. Congrats to everyone who presented today, and a big thank to you for being here today with us and watching those amazing companies. Special thanks also to our sponsors, Microsoft and DLA Piper. Remember, you can contact all those companies through the platform, and we hope that you enjoyed our demo day as much as we did. Goodbye.